bro. First customer. Very grateful. This is Ken. Oh, is it? So I just dropped off one of the wrist wraps to Ken and gave him an early sale because he was looking for a wrist wrap at this time and it was the perfect timing for him. So I decided why not. And after dropping it off, just then, it's 11 p.m. right now, or 12 a.m. But it just kind of put a smile on my face to see how supportive everyone is of, I guess, me and each other. Today was when I sort of told the public that I was working on a business, and there was a huge amount of support on the story. Everyone was commenting on the YouTube. There were a lot of friends offering to help out or promote the product where needed as well. And then I saw some friends who were just watching it on TV, the YouTube video. But it made me really happy and grateful for the people that I know. And it's kind of inspiring because a lot of people that I know as well are also working on their own businesses and their own ventures. And in the future, I'm going to keep sort of showing my support to all these other people as well, because today has kind of made me realize how much of a difference that, you know, each tiny support actually gives. Even just a view on a YouTube is such a big deal, especially for someone starting out. So yeah, it's sort of like a circle of helping or gratitude. People show support to me, I show support to them, and it just kind of keeps going around in circles and circles. Alright, what's up guys? So now I'm working on the website some more. It is honestly taking a really long time because I just don't have an eye for anything that is aesthetic. Yeah, I've just been playing around with aesthetics and different color palettes and layouts, but this is honestly quite one of the hardest things I've ever done. So anyway, working on that today. See how it goes. Yeah, no. No. Why is this so ugly? Alright, scrap that. Kind of just looks like a blog post. We'll keep playing around. Hello guys, just finished the gym. I just did the weekly 11-kilometer run, and now I'm gonna eat dinner and then we can continue working on the website. Alright, just took a shower. I want to continue working on the website. I think I'm gonna stop stressing as much about, you know, the little details. I think this will slowly all start to flow together when I actually get the product shoots, the proper ones. So for now, I'm just going to flesh out the actual website itself, like, you know, or the actual content in it, and not worry about the design too much. So let's see how we go. So here is the product page. Got this cool little button. Got some FAQs. Reviews will come when I actually get some. I have this little add to cart thing down there as well. But other than that, I think that should be it. Should be good for now. Now really is just waiting for the photo shoot with my mate, and then hopefully from there I can actually start pushing out to the public. So should be good. Alright, just made my lunch. So I normally try to get most of my carbs in before gym for lunch, so then I can just eat meat and protein for dinner. But yeah, this is my standard lunch pretty much. 3 slices of peanut butter sandwich and rice if I'm not on a cut, veggies and meat. So yeah. So I finished work and then I went for a little walk today. But now I have some time again to work on some marketing stuff. I'm working on a template that UGC creators can read that encapsulates my brand and what the tone of voice is and the sort of content that I want. So I've actually been using ChatGPT quite a lot, to be honest, for a lot of my stuff. because one of my mates showed me a whole new world with ChatGPT, and I even bought the pro subscription, and it's actually quite useful as, number one, a personal assistant. For example, I can tell it stuff and then it'll sort of put everything on a to-do list. And then second of all, I think as long as you provide decent prompts and concise prompts, you can actually make it not sound like a bot. As long as you're proofreading and sort of telling it what you want it to improve, then it's actually pretty good. So yeah, I've just been working on this marketing guideline and I'll let you know how it goes. Alright guys, so we finished making the UGC creator guide. Looks something like this. So a couple slides just debriefing what I want out of the content they create for me. I'm just gonna run this through with my marketing agency mate, see what she thinks of it, and should be good to send off. So it's now 10:47 and got about 30 minutes left, so I'm just gonna work on editing the personal brand video, and then after that should be good to go to bed and we can continue it tomorrow. So peace. Alright gangsters, just got back from the gym, had a crazy chest and back day after taking a little bit of break for my tattoo. There's no food at home, so I'm cooking, but I'm gonna try cook this. I don't know how to cook, so I'm just gonna fucking wing it and see how it goes. So I just need the protein really. Got a whole chunk of lean beef that I'm gonna chuck in, and then I'm gonna try cooking the salmon as well. No seasoning, but I think we could just add some soy sauce or something after. So alright, wish me luck. Alright, so let's try cutting this up while it's cooking. No, I think that went perfectly. Look at this. I got all my meat. I'm gonna cook this for a bit, and then I'll chuck on the salmon after. To be honest, I think it's boiling more than it's frying, but that's alright. I think it came out alright. Looks dry as hell, but I think with enough salt or soy sauce, it'll be good to go. Alright, I'm just gonna chuck the salmon in the same pot. Cooking all finished, nice and easy. I'm not gonna lie, this looks delicious as hell. This looks a bit dry, but it'll get the job done. Damn, this shit dry, but that's alright. I think a bit of salt will solve it. Look how dry that is, man.
And hearing witness testimony, the jury needed only 90 minutes. Children are helpless. We had a so-called mother who just walked through some signs of abuse, but didn't understand. Her short life ended tragically, but...
That's actually really good. Alright, we are done with the work session. We got through a lot of shit, so We got stuff for the photo shoot basically all prepared. The model.
It's just a to-do list for drinkers now.
Yes, it's a bit big to-do list, and then taught me some mofu tofu funnel stuff. So we're gonna get set up for the photo shoot on this Friday and keep you guys posted on that. Let's go!
Yay!
Alright, what's up guys? So I got back from the work sesh with Jarita, and now I gotta get ready for my mate's 22nd birthday. And I think that's pretty much gonna wrap up today. Peace! Alright, time to head off to the party. Just got back from the party and it was a great time. Always love seeing my group out. We were all basically there and then all sat together with a couple other mutuals that we know, but it was a great time. And then when we were driving home, we drove home in like convoy style, but yeah, good times. Anyway, it's 10:40. Got about half an hour to 40 minutes to work on some more stuff, so gonna do that and then call it a night. Peace. Alright, so I got back from the gym and then I wrapped up another meeting with some of my other mates who are also working on a marketing agency, but with a slightly different concept. I probably will work with them for some other type of marketing stuff, so particularly revolving around SEOs, graphics, newsletters, advertising, and also some UGC content with them. So they're still in a pre-launch phase and we're just going to work together for now. They can build their portfolio and I can get content from them. And then if everything goes good and I still need services, then once they launch, we should have a relationship with them. So that's it for today. Peace.